I just finished reading Soft Apocalypse by McIntosh. The story is told through the first person of Jasper, a man with a college degree who is homeless, living with a tribe of people who barter for goods to survive. The story takes place in America's future about 20 years from now. The country has gone through what's termed as the decline, an economic collapse in which resources such as food and medicine are hard to get or afford. Jasper describes the economic structure as 1. The starving, 2. The near-starving, which is he and his tribe, 3. The barely surviving, and 4. The filthy rich. There is no middle class. We follow Jasper through a series of four love relationships, 2 of which end in tragedy. As he goes through this scenario of trying to find romance, he encounters gangs known as jumpy jumps, people who attack those with moderate means to take over the streets with intimidation and even murder. He lands a job as a store clerk and feels fortunate to have a job at all, and shares everything in common with his housemates and tribe members. We see him through an attack by the jumpy jumps, encounters with civil defense, who act more like mafia demanding protection money, riots, and while eco-terrorists have developed weird plants that are like bamboo that shoots out of the ground in a matter of minutes, spreading destruction everywhere. They also developed a virus known as Dr. Happy, which makes people giddy and serene. He and his tribe watch the news about nuclear attacks on the country's natural resources, furthering the scramble for those remaining alive to fight over goods and become nomads. The governmental structure has been broken down by the acts of terrorism and the assassination of public officials. It's an engaging read, and if you're a fan of dystopia, I highly recommend it. It's disturbing, too, for it depicts a failed state in the aftermath of economic collapse. Each chapter starts with a timeline of how many months or years have gone by from the previous chapter, therefore witnessing the steady decline, leaving the survivors reminiscing of days when people were freer to do things we now take for granted.